This tutorial is to walk you through building sponsorship elements in SponsorPro. Elements are the inventory that can be offered and sold to sponsors. SponsorPro tracks the elements from being available to sold in real time. We will go over the Elements area, searching elements, building an element, details about the element, and setting up a page view. The sponsor elements that you build relate to the opportunities presented by your facility and organization. Elements can be signage, program ads, and even contests. Anything that can be sponsored should be an element in your account. To access the Sponsor Elements area, click the button at the top of the screen. This will take you to a view listing all active elements for this year or everything you intend to sell. The elements can be filtered, searched, and sorted within the view. Elements are also organized by categories and types that fall under each category. For example, if I wanted to look up the status of my program ads, I can filter by category, print media, and type program. Then click search. Now just the program ads are shown in the view. Sort by clicking the top of a column. Pay attention to the columns quantity, pending, sold, and available, as they will provide a real-time status of each element. To move elements to sold, be sure to watch the building proposals and contracts tutorials. Elements can also be copied, archived, and deleted. Be careful, as deleting elements remove them from the system for good. As an alternative, archive so you always have the ability to reactivate later. View your archived elements by clicking the Show Archive checkbox. To build a new element, click the yellow New Element button at the top left-hand corner of the screen. This will pull up the Sponsor Elements editor. To start, name and select the category and type. For this example, we will create a concourse digital signage ad, so we'll select Signage Electronic and type Concourse. Within the editor are tabs and fields that fall under each tab. The DNA tab includes the description of the element, 3 images that can be attached to this element by entering the client images, and specific details that relate to the category and type. The Numbers tab contains the number and pricing details for the sponsor element, including the quantity available to sell, your cost for producing one of these elements, and price/rate offered to the sponsors. Discount permissions can also be set for your salespeople by moving them to the left-hand side to allow access to offer the max discount rate. The Sales tab limits your salespeople from not being able to sell this element. To limit the permissions, check the box and move salespeople that have permissions to the left-hand side. The Other tab provides an area for internal information and notes pertaining to the element. Keep in mind they are internal, so will not be seen by the sponsor. The Vendors tab allows for a preferred vendor when it comes to producing the element. For example, you may want to choose a printing company for your program ads, so their information will pull up. To add a vendor, click the Add Vendor button and enter in the vendor's contact information. Then, select the vendor in the drop-down box. The Timing tab limits when the element can be sold. Start and end date designate the lifespan of the element. If the element is a promotion that runs the month of June, then the start date should be June 1st and the end date June 30th. Keep in mind that the start and end date of an element must fall on or within the start and end date of a proposal's lifespan. The Sell By date acts as a deadline to sell the element. The System Info tab shows you the date the element was last modified and who was the person that modified it. The Actions tab relate to the actions that need to be completed as tasks in order to fulfill this element. Actions default based on category and type, but can be added or edited based on your needs. The Profiles tab allows for further organization of your elements. For universities, profiles can be different sports you sell sponsorships for. For teams, profiles can be the team inventory versus a golf outing that you sell sponsorships for as well. To include an element in a profile, move them to the left-hand side. The last tab is your page view, or presetting how this element will be represented in your proposal deliverables. For more information on customizing a proposal page, see the proposal template tutorial. By setting up the page view in the element editor, significant time can be saved when generating proposals. To preview, click the Preview Proposal button at the top of the screen. When you're done filling in the information about the element, click Save Element. The element can now be viewed in the element list. Now that elements have been built, proposals can be generated to move the status from available to pending. This is covered in the next tutorial. Until next time.